Mistake number one that new digital nomads make is not having their money situation figured out or not having a plan for that process, like how to get a remote job or what type of remote job that you could get. Or even worse, if you're like doing a lot of freelance work or run your own business, going abroad just thinking, yeah, I'll find a lot of clients once I'm there. And that is kind of what I did. So learn from my mistake. So I make like video and photo work for other businesses. So my thought process was, yeah, I'm going to like a beautiful place so I can easily create a lot of amazing content for my portfolio, and I'll then just start attracting a lot of fantastic clients. It usually doesn't work like that, and most of the work that I got while on the road was actually through my existing network back home, and a lot of referrals also from back home. So before I left, I should have spent a lot more time nurturing my network instead of just like waiting around and then hoping that I would start getting more amazing clients once I would be in a new country. And like saying it now, it sounds very obvious, but that was my thought process. Luckily, I had pretty great network back home and was able to get a bunch of good clients while on the road. You will also just have a lot more going on as a new digital nomad in a new country. I mean, there's so much to do. And you also just have to figure out all the practical stuff. So that will take up a lot of your time that you perhaps otherwise would have used on like finding clients or figuring out, well, your business. Throughout my travels, I met quite a lot of digital nomads who like took the leap without having their money situation figured out or even like having a plan for it. And most who do things this way will likely end their stay prematurely. Of course, having a good portion of savings is a great idea as well. I traveled with my girlfriend and together we had like savings for around 6 months if we would be earning just $0. And having that safety net is just a great peace of mind and also just a financially good decision. Mistake number 2 is not being skilled enough. And I mean this particularly if you're like doing freelance work or starting your own business. But I mean, it could also apply if you're not skilled enough to apply and get the remote job that you want. I see many digital nomads starting a new business when they start their digital nomad journey or branching into like a new form of work, a new industry or a new career. Like say you're leaving your corporate job to make money on the road by making websites. You need to actually be skilled in creating websites and provide value for other business so that you can earn money from it. Realistically, you need some time to actually learn a skill to be good enough to make money from it. So although it can be incredibly hard work, start doing what you want to do as a side business while you're still in your normal job or studying or whatever. Build it up until you have the skills you need to be able to make enough money doing just this. Mistake number 3 is having the wrong motivation for becoming a digital nomad. Now, everyone's motivation can and probably should be different, but if you're thinking something along the lines of, I'll finally be happy once I start traveling or once I make it to Portugal, you're in for a pretty bad time. If you're not happy where you are, you probably won't be happy out there. I mean, there can be exceptions, of course, but for most people, this will probably be true. And also, it can just be a good idea to get a more realistic impression of what it's like to actually be a digital nomad. There's a lot more to it than what we often see on social media. So like try maybe talking to other people who are digital nomads or find articles or video where people share like just their daily life and their routines. And I guess the other side of the coin of being a digital nomad. Mistake number 4 is not having the proper insurances. Having travel insurance is often a no-brainer, but that covers medical and travel emergencies only. What if you're going to be a digital nomad for a year or, well, just for as long as you'd like? Well, I am pretty happy to have partnered with Safety Wing on this video as they have just launched their new product, Nomad Health, which is a fully fledged health insurance for digital nomads that covers your medical needs worldwide as well as in your home country. You can buy the insurance anywhere and you can take it almost anywhere, and you have 24/7 customer support with a real person. Nomad Health covers routine and preventative care and medically necessary treatments. And you have access to things like dental care, wellness benefits like chiropractic care or acupuncture, as well as mental health coverage like sessions with a therapist. You can choose any doctor you'd like and get treated by a licensed professional at any clinic or hospital. And did I mention that there's no deductible? If you want to learn more about Nomad Health, check out the link down in the comments or in the description. And thanks again to Safety Wing for being a partner on this video. Mistake number 5 is not establishing good habits and routines. Especially the more you travel around, it can just be very hard to get into those good habits and routines as you have to start over in each new place basically. That's why I really prefer staying longer in each place, so at least a month or 2, as it's just a lot easier for me to get into those good habits and keep them as well. So that can go for having a good work routine, getting all the work done I need to, but without like overworking myself, but also with workouts and just eating healthy and also having some time to relax. And mistake number 6 is choosing the wrong location. It's hard to get a lot of work done without easy access to good, reliable Wi-Fi, so that's really an important point for most digital nomads. But a lot of what makes a location great is very subjective. So what do you value and prioritize? Do you need great infrastructure, a warm climate, extremely affordable living expenses, a big city or small city, in the countryside, and a good place to work? My point is, there's a lot of these lists or articles with these are the best digital nomad countries or cities. And that's because many of these locations tick the boxes that a lot of digital nomads have. But perhaps your preferences are slightly different. If you're not quite sure what you actually prefer, just try out a bunch of different places and try moving to different types of locations to figure out what you actually like. Then you can also figure out if you prefer to move around a bit quicker, staying in a lot of different places, or if you prefer to travel a bit more slowly, staying longer in each place. I have actually made the case that southern Italy is a fantastic place for digital nomads in Europe. And that's not really a location that comes up on a lot of these lists I mentioned before. But you can watch this video right here if you want to learn more about why I think that's the case. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.